Okay. It's been a while since I've updated for the first time anyways. Okay, so I had my appointment at the clinic. Not much came of it really. I wasn't really that surprised. Apparently, it's not required legally for the state now that I live in, Washington, to need a letter of readiness to actually get hormone replacement, but it's still required by a lot of doctors to begin that treatment. And I think it's mostly a liability thing. They don't want to get their asses sued for having people change their mind mid-treatment, and be like, what have you done to me? Which kind of pisses me off, because I grew up, and for the longest time I always thought there was something wrong with me and that I was broken for feeling the way that I was, and I don't like the idea of someone else deciding for me whether I can actually take hormone therapy to actually get on testosterone. So yeah, it pisses me off, but I'm still gonna do it because there's really no other way for me to get around that. So I got a name of a therapist who lives in town, so it's not that far away from one of the guys in my transcript that I'm going to. And so I called her up, and I haven't heard anything back from her yet, so I'm gonna wait a couple days, and if she doesn't call again, kind of be persistent. She's supposed to be pretty active in the gay community, around here. I think her son's gay, and she also runs a trans group for parents of transgender FTMs and I think MTFs. So that's kind of cool. She also is a sliding scale thing, which is important since I'm flat out broke, and if she doesn't have any room or she's not taking new patients, I'm kind of hoping that she'll be able to point me in a direction that's still kind of nearby and just as cheap, because all the money you gotta deal out being FTM, or I guess I'm MTF, and the whole hormones and getting the labs and the prescriptions and eventual surgeries, that's a lot. That's a lot of money, and the more I can save, the better. Oh boy, what else? Okay, winter clothes. I am having a bitch of a time trying to find a jacket, and being transgender, it's kind of hard because I'm smaller than most male sizes, I guess, at the stores, and so, I find myself shopping in boys' sections a lot, which I hate. I really, really hate it. There's nothing more painful, I think, than seeing a shirt on a rack for sale that comes with a toy connected to it. Yeah, I don't want to be shopping in that section. Yeah, and it's kind of tough because basically whenever I talk, I'm outing myself. Sometimes I'm able to pass just not talking, just walking by somebody, they'll think that I'm a guy. I've had waitresses refer to me as a son before, which I really, really love, but talking doesn't help. So when I'm actually out shopping, I try not to talk. I try to be mute. I do the little head bob, yeah, that's all I need. No, I don't need any help. But I had to ask for a few times for help, and one time, one of the ladies at the store was like, well, who are you shopping for? How old is he? And I was just like, it's for myself. So, kind of working on that. I got a lot of other clothes. My dad's been real helpful. He actually went out with me tonight, and he paid for a whole bunch of stuff because I don't have any money. I'm not working. But and he referred to me as his son. at the cash register, and I just like had this moment and kind of freaked out, but it wasn't like a bad freak out. It was like I can't believe he actually, you know, told someone that I was his son, you know. But you know, he's been so super supportive. I mean, like, it's amazing. I'm really grateful to have him. I know there's, you know, I've got you know, my mom, she's not even close to being like that. You know, I was talking to my sister and she was like, yeah, you know, I was talking to my mom and she was like, well, you know, he always, you know, wore dresses when he was a child, and, you know, he tried makeup, and, you know, I just don't understand, and she was like, well, who bought the dresses and the makeup, and I don't know, I think, wow, I'm rambling a lot, I'm so sorry, but it's just one topic that has just been bugging me about how, like, when you raise a kid, I mean, like, when I was a kid, it wasn't, being transgender wasn't a thing, you know, like, it wasn't something you talk to your kids about. You don't tell your kid, well, you're physically born this gender, but if you feel like this isn't right, tell me about it, you know, like, we'll do something about that. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. You can do whatever the hell you want to, you know? You don't tell your kids that. Like, my mom never told me that. How was I supposed to know? It took me forever to realize that you didn't have to, you know, like, be stuck in the body that you were given when it's not right for you, you know? And, sorry, I'm getting a little loud and I don't want to wake anybody up. So that's kind of like where my mom's coming from, you know, like, well, he never did that. I don't understand why suddenly he's saying that, you know, he doesn't gender identify with being female. Of course, to my mom, you know, it's the exact same thing as being gay, and I'm like, there's a difference. I'm sorry. Coming out as transgender does not suddenly change my preference. You know, like, I don't know. God, I was gonna go on for a while, but I'm really rambling, and I hope this video actually works. I'm actually using a camera this time, and you can kind of see the mess partly of my room, I guess. I've got, like, clothes on the back of my chair. This is my work clothes. I keep it there so it doesn't completely get wrinkly, and then I have a crap load of stuff over there, and wall posters. I'll show you more later and share more later, but I just wanted to update and let you know that I didn't, like, forget. And thank you for the kind messages I've got, and I know I'm gonna get hate messages. That's always a thing. People always want to hate, but, you know, it happens. So thank you for being awesome, and I'll get back to you later.